Hey guys, Sean here, and it's been a while since my last Thomas collection video, so this is my very special treat. I'm going to show you all of my Thomas home video, every Thomas DVD and every Thomas VHS that I have, and also an update of my Thomas collection, every piece of Thomas merchandise that I got after February 2021. So let's get started. So here is every Thomas VHS that I have. Thomas Gets Tricked, the 1990 edition with the blue tape. James Learns a Lesson, the first cover with the blue tape. James Learns a Lesson, the second 1990 cover with the 1991 black tape. Pendulums and Turntables, the 1990 edition. Thomas Breaks the Rules, the 1990 edition. Better Late Than Never, the 1991 edition. And the 2002 straight home video version of Thomas Gets Tricked. James Learns a Lesson. Pendulums and Turntables. Thomas Breaks the Rules. Better Late Than Never. Trust Thomas with the black straight home video label. Thomas Gets Bumped. Thomas Percy and the Dragon. Daisy, I Know Those Stories. James Goes Buzz Buzz, the Quality Family Entertainment label. Percy's Ghostly Trick. Thomas's Christmas Party, the 1994 edition. Rusty to the Rescue, the 1995 with the wide label, and the 1995 versions of Thomas Gets Tricked. James Learns a Lesson. Trust Thomas. Thomas Gets Bumped. Thomas Percy and the Dragon. Daisy. James Goes Buzz Buzz, the early 1995 text. Percy's Ghostly Trick. Thomas's Christmas Party. And Rusty to the Rescue. Thomas and the Special Letter, the 1995 version. Thomas and His Friends Help Out. The Gallant Old Engine. Sing Along. Thomas Meets the Queen. Thomas and His Friends Get Along. Thomas Comes to Breakfast. And A Big Day for Thomas. Now for the new style covers. Cranky Bugs with the 1999 label. Races, Rescues, and Runaways with the 1999 label. 10 Years of Thomas with the blue tape with the sticker label. Spills and Chills, the blue tape with the sticker label. Make Someone Happy. Thomas and His Friends Get Along. Thomas Comes to Breakfast. Thomas's Christmas Wonderland. Thomas's Trackside Tunes. Gallant Old Engine. Best of Percy with the collector's edition label. James Learns a Lesson with the 2003 label. And Cranky Bugs with the new logo. Races, Rescues, and Runaways with the new logo. Best of Thomas with the collector's edition label. Thomas and the Special Letter. Sing Along. Best of James. Thomas and His Friends Help Out. Salty Secret. Trust Thomas. This is my oldest VHS that I have. Thomas Percy and the Dragon. Percy's Chocolate Crunch. Thomas Gets Bumped. A Big Day for Thomas. Thomas's Snowy Surprise. Best of Gordon. New Friends for Thomas. Steamies vs. Diesels. Thomas and the Jet Engine. It's Great to Be an Engine. Hooray for Thomas. Thomas's Sodor Celebration. Songs from the Station. Calling All Engines with this style of label that I've never seen anybody else have. Percy Saves the Day. Thomas and the Really Brave Engines. Track Stars with this Sprout advert. And Tales from the Tracks. Why it has the DVD logo on it, I don't know. I also have all 3 samplers: Thomas's Train Yard Adventures, 2 Thomas Adventures, and Thomas's Sodor Stories. And the rarest VHS that I have, Thomas's Useful Stories, the Blockbuster double feature. And I also have this, which is like a custom VHS tape that I made for Thomas's Halloween Adventures, even with the label. And I also have the TV Teddy tape, Thomas and Bertie's Great Race and Other Adventures. And here are all of the different labels for VHS tapes that I have. Here's Thomas Gets Tricked, the 1990 black tape. Here's another copy of that I just had to have because it was at Savers for $1. Thomas Gets Tricked, the Avon release with this style of label. Thomas Gets Tricked, the black label version of the Strain Home Video tape. Thomas Gets Tricked, another red Strain Home Video label, but this one has the Strain VCI print when the other one had the Strain Home Video print. The Time Life Thomas Gets Tricked with a larger logo and this label. Thomas Gets Tricked, the 1999 label that says copyright Beth Allcroft. Thomas Gets Tricked, the 2003 label. And Thomas Gets Tricked, the 2004 label. James Learns a Lesson, the red tape. James Learns a Lesson, the Time Life release. James Learns a Lesson with this instant win promotion thingy. And this label, the 1995 version, but this tape has the Strain VCI master on it. James Learns a Lesson, the 2005 tape that has Thomas's Anthem at the end of it. Tenders and Turntables, but this version is weird because it's a factory error. The label says Thomas Gets Tricked, but the actual tape is Tenders and Turntables. So yeah, a factory error VHS tape, never saw that before. The Time Life Tenders and Turntables. Thomas Breaks the Rules, the red tape. Yeah, red tapes are always nice. The Time Life Thomas Breaks the Rules. Better Late Than Never with the Strain VCI master on a Strain Home Video tape. The 1991 Better Late Than Never with the Strain Home Video label instead of the Strain VCI label. The Time Life Trust Thomas. This one actually has a sticker on it. Daisy, the 2000 ink label. James Goes Buzz Buzz, the Avon release with this label. James Goes Buzz Buzz, the 1999 ink label. James Goes Buzz Buzz, the 2000 ink label. Yeah. James Goes Buzz Buzz, the 1999 blue ink label. This version came with the Wooden Railway set. And James Goes Buzz Buzz, the 2000 ink label. Percy's Ghostly Trick, the Canadian release. James Goes Buzz Buzz, the Canadian release. Thomas's Christmas Party, the Canadian release. Gallant Old Engine, the Canadian version. Thomas Meets the Queen, the Canadian version. Thomas and His Friends Get Along, the Canadian version. Make Someone Happy, Cranky Bugs with a darker cover, Races, Rescues, and Runaways, and Thomas's Trackside Tunes. Percy's Ghostly Trick, the Avon release. Percy's Ghostly Trick with the early 1995 label, and this version has the 1995 print with the Thomas's Anthem having lyrics. Percy's Ghostly Trick, the 2000 ink label. Rusty to the Rescue, the 1999 ink label. Thomas and His Friends Help Out, the 1999 version, but it's missing the title for some reason. Thomas and His Friends Help Out, the blue 2000 tape. Thomas Meets the Queen, the black 2000 tape. Thomas Meets the Queen, the blue 2000 tape. Sing Along, the 1999 label. Thomas and His Friends Get Along, the 1999 ink label. Thomas Comes to Breakfast, the Kmart edition, because this one has those numbers, which show that it's a Kmart version. Cranky Bugs, the blue 2000 tape. Races, Rescues, and Runaways, the blue tape. 10 Years of Thomas with the black 2000 tape. Spills and Thrills, the 2000 blue ink label. Spills and Chills, the regular black tape. Make Someone Happy, the blue tape. Thomas's Christmas Wonderland with a metallic red cover and the blue tape. Best of Percy, the standard edition that doesn't have collector's edition label. Best of Thomas with the 2005 style label. Best of Thomas with the 2004 style label. Thomas's Snowy Surprise with the 2004 label. New Friends for Thomas with the 2005 label. And finally, Calling All Engines, the white tape. I also have this limited edition 10 Years of Thomas tin. And Thomas and the Mighty Railroad, the clamshell version. The Canadian release of Calling All Engines. The Canadian release of It's Great to Be an Engine in a clamshell. And the Canadian release of Thomas's Sodor Celebration in a clamshell. Now, here are my UK VHS tapes. Troublesome Trucks and Other Stories. Escape and Other Stories. Thomas and Stepney and Other Stories. My Little Thomas and Percy Adventures, treat size tape. Chases, Races, and Runaways. Happy Holidays, Spooks and Surprises, The Fogman, and finally, 5-episode video. And I also have the super rare Thomas's Train Yard Tracks cassette. That's what the cassette looks like. And then right here, folds out all the different lyrics. You Can't Judge a Book by Its Cover, that's not the right title. So here is every Thomas DVD that I have. Thomas and the Mighty Railroad. Best of Thomas. Make Someone Happy. Best of James. Cranky Bugs. Races, Rescues, and Runaways. Best of Percy. Spills and Chills. Salty Secret. Thomas and His Friends Help Out. Thomas's Christmas Wonderland with the CD sampler. Percy's Chocolate Crunch. James and the Red Balloon. Thomas's Snowy Surprise. Fun with Thomas. Thomas and His Friends Help Out. New Friends for Thomas. Steamies vs. Diesels. Thomas and the Jet Engine. It's Great to Be an Engine. The Early Years. Hooray for Thomas. Thomas's Sodor Celebration. Songs from the Station. Quarry Adventures on Sodor. James Learns a Lesson. Percy Saves the Day. 10 Years of Thomas with a slipcover. Thomas and the Really Brave Engines. Thomas Comes to Breakfast. Track Stars. Thomas Gets Bumped. Sing Along. Tales from the Tracks. Thomas, Percy, and the Dragon. Thomas's Halloween Adventures with a slipcover. On Site with Thomas. Come Ride the Rails with a slipcover. Trust Thomas. A Big Day for Thomas. Milkshake Muddle. Thomas and the Special Letter. Percy's Ghostly Trick. Thomas's Trusty Friends. James Goes Buzz Buzz. Thomas Gets Tricked. Carnival Capers. Thomas and the Toy Workshop. Ultimate Christmas, Thomas and the Treasure, Percy Takes the Plunge, Trackside Tunes, Engines and Escapades, Mud Glorious Mud, Henry and the Elephant, Rusty to the Rescue, Railway Friends, High Speed Adventures, Team Up with Thomas, Percy and the Bandstand, Holiday Express, Splish Splash Splosh, The Greatest Stories, Creaky Cranky, Thomas and the Runaway Kite, Merry Winter Wish, The Lion of Sodor, Wobbly Wheels and Whistles, Pop Goes Thomas, The Birthday Express, Thomas in Charge, Merry Christmas Thomas, Rescue on the Rails, Curious Cargo, Up Up and Away, Engine Friends, Schoolhouse Delivery, A Very Thomas Christmas, Sticky Situations, Muddy Matters, Go Go Thomas, Railway Mischief, Animals Aboard, Santa's Little Engine, The Thomas Way, Spills and Thrills, Trouble on the Tracks, Engines to the Rescue, Signals Crossed, The Christmas Engines, Dinos and Discoveries, Whale of a Tale, Wild Water Rescue, Thomas's Christmas Carol, Tales on the Rails, Start Your Engines, Tinsel on the Tracks, Ultimate Friendship Adventures, Extraordinary Engines, and Christmas on Sodor. And now for the specials. Calling All Engines, The Great Discovery, Hero of the Rails, Misty Island Rescue, Day of the Diesels with Ultimate Diesel Guide, Blue Mountain Mystery, King of the Railway, Tale of the Brave, The Adventure Begins, just a straight up miracle of a movie, Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure, The Great Race, and Journey Beyond Sodor. Now here's the other versions of Thomas DVDs that I have. James and the Red Balloon with the CD sampler, Percy's Chocolate Crunch with the CD sampler, Best of James with the CD sampler, Thomas's Snowy Surprise with the CD sampler, Really Useful Engines, Harvey to the Rescue, The Runaway Engine, James and the Red Balloon, 2009 version, Friends Help Out, Thomas and the Toy Workshop, the Sounds of Sodor edition. I need to change those batteries. 10 Years of Thomas, the Sounds of Sodor edition. Thomas's Halloween Adventures, the 2018 glow-in-the-dark slipcover. Another slipcover of Thomas's Halloween Adventures. Hop on Board, Songs and Stories, with actual tattoos. The 2009 version of James Runs a Lesson, A Very Thomas Christmas with the 2016 version with a slipcover, the Target exclusive slim case of Percy Takes the Plunge, a slim case of James and the Red Balloon that's missing the cover, but this is my childhood copy, a slim case of Percy Saves the Day, slim case of Sing Along, slim case of Thomas Percy and the Dragon, Track Stars, A Big Day for Thomas, and Thomas Comes to Breakfast. And now for other company releases, the Universal version of Animals Aboard, the Lionsgate version of Thomas and the Jet Engine, Best of James with the Press My Nose, I Whistle slipcover. This slipcover is like super thick. Estelas sobre Vías, the Spanish version of Track Stars, the Lionsgate version of Come Ride the Rails, Lionsgate version of Percy Takes the Plunge, Lionsgate version of Thomas's Snowy Surprise, and the Universal version of Thomas's Snowy Surprise. And for DVD packs, Best Tales on the Tracks with 6 DVDs, Full Steam Ahead with Railway Friends, Wobbly Wheels and Whistles, and Team Up with Thomas. Thomas's Holiday Collection. Yeah, I hate this because it has Thomas's Snowy Surprise and Ultimate Christmas, even though all the episodes on Snowy Surprise are on Ultimate Christmas. Double feature of James Goes Buzz Buzz and Thomas and the Special Letter. The Universal version of Thomas and the Toy Workshop and Thomas and the Really Brave Engines. Thomas's Trusty Friends and On Site with Thomas, Lionsgate version. And Thomas's Trusty Friends and On Site with Thomas, the Anchor Bay version, in a Blockbuster case. I also have The Story of Thomas and the Jet Engine, a sampler DVD that came with a Tomy set, and another sampler that has Thomas and Skarloey's Big Day Out on it, and the home video bonus pack of Percy's Ghostly Trick. This came with Terrence, and a home video bonus pack of Thomas's Snowy Surprise that came with Mavis, and it has the slim case inside of it. Now here are my UK DVDs. PP Party, Truckloads of Fun, Seasonal Scrapes, The Fogman, The Chocolate Crunch, Brave Little Engines, The Very Best of Thomas and Friends, Happy Little Helpers, Engines to the Rescue, Pulling Together, Bumper Party Collection, a triple pack with All Aboard with the Steam Team, It's Great to Be an Engine, and PP Hooray 3 Cheers for Thomas. And also a sealed triple pack with Tales from the Tracks, Little Engines Big Days Out, and Together on the Tracks. On Track for Adventure, Thomas's Trusty Friends, The Spirit of Sodor, Songs from Sodor, Heave Ho, The Best of Thomas, The Best of James, The Best of Percy, First Class Stories, Full Steam to the Rescue, Tales from the Rails, Team Up with Thomas, On the Go with Thomas, and Danger at the Docks. The Treat Size Thomas, Percy, and the Coal, and A Close Shave, the Complete Series 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the Complete Series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 from 2012, the Complete Series 13 with the slipcover, and the Complete Series 18. And finally, the Classic Collection with all 11 of the Complete Series DVDs. And here are the Thomas Blu-rays that I have. Thomas and the Magic Railroad, Blue Mountain Mystery, Tale of the Brave, Still Sealed, and Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. Here's an update of my wooden railways in order of release. Great Troublesome Truck, 1996 Edward, Chinese Dragon, Stepney, Scruffy, 2000 Henry, 2000 Gordon, 2000 James, Youngsters Cargo Car, Fire Truck and Fire Train, Wilbert, Purple Aquarium Car, Douglas, Water Tanker, Bulgy, Gold Prospectors Cars, Fog Cars, Celebrating 60 Years Thomas, Oil Tanker, Ice Delivery Cars, James with Team Colors, Old Slow Coach, Toad, Fire Brigade Truck and Fire Brigade Train, Hero, Flora and the Tram Car, Talking Railway Series Molly, 2009 Kevin, Candy Cane Car, Easter Rosie, Norman, Spotlight Car, 2012 Skarloey, 2013 Belle, Sam, 2014 Lady, Hugo, and new in-box items, Thomas and the Stinky Cheese, Barrel Loader, Thomas's Country Show Delivery, Gator, and 2017 Timothy. Here's an update of my take-alongs. Chinese Dragon, The Paint Car, Fergus, Sodor Birthday Celebration Cars, The Monkey Car, Stepney, Sodor Carnival Vehicle Pack, with Duke, Jeremy, Mr. Percival's Car. And for Taken Plays, Mighty Mac, Charlie in the Aquarium, James's Ice Cream Express, Annie and Clarabelle, Flynn, and new in box items, Byron, Rosie, Magic Cargo Car, and Taken Play Winston. Here's an update of my Erdls. Henry, Duck, Douglas, Ben, Daisy, Annie and Clarabelle, Milk Tanker, Tar Tanker, Henrietta, Terrence, City of Truro, D199, Flying Scotsman, Harvey, and new in box, Troublesome Trucks, Scruffy, Sodor Mail Van, Stepney, Pump Truck, Sodor Taxi, and Isabel. So here is an update of all of my Thomas books. I got annuals. This is the 1985 annual. The 1993 annual. And the 1994 annual. And I also got about 20 Thomas magazines from Eric, the King of the TWR. This is number 36. Number 38, this is the one where the stories from Diesel Does It Again was based on. Number 42, this is the one that Thomas and the Rumors was based on, but it has Boko and Daisy, which weren't in the episode. Number 52, this is the one that One Good Turn was based on. Number 48. Number 104. Number 105. Thomas Beds to be one. I need one of those. Number 109. Number 112. Diesel. This one is missing the cover, but it's number 115. And this one's also missing a cover, but it's number 113. Number 122. Number 124. Number 127. Look at this charming painting of Percy. This was sent in by Lisa Foster from Pool Indoor Sets. Yeah, this kid's an adult now, so I can criticize it. It looks terrible. Number 128. Number 131. Thomas Ertl Minis. Yeah, I wish I had some of those. Those are the UK packaging, not the Shining Time Station ones. Number 139. Yeah, an 8-year-old made this. I've seen better pictures in these that were painted by 3-year-olds. Number 145. And finally, number 149.
Mentally ill loner with a society that
And here's more books. Henry and the Elephant and Fire Engine, a Scholastic 2-in-1 book. Yeah, Fire Engine. This is from James and the Diesel Engines, so this is the only release of this story anywhere in the US. And the Buzz books of Four Little Engines, and Thomas's Christmas Party. And here are all of my Thomas yearbooks. Here's 1997, 2000, with a whole bunch of autographs from people that when I went to the Greenberg train show, the 2002 yearbook, the 2005 yearbook, the 2010 yearbook, the 2011 yearbook, the 2013 yearbook, the 2014 yearbook, and the 2015 yearbook. And I also have Thomas's Top Tunes, which came with this thing, which has the lyrics for a bunch of Thomas songs, and this plays like 8-bit versions of Thomas songs. I also have Thomas Viewmasters. This one is from 1986, which has specially shot pictures from Percy Takes the Plunge and Thomas and Trevor. And this one is from 2003, which has pictures from Thomas and the Jet Engine, Percy's Chocolate Crunch, and James and the Red Balloon. The ones on these are just the pictures that you can find in the books, but edited to be in 3D. And I also have this thing, a slide projector that came with a season 10 book, where you take a slide that looks like this, you stick it in here, you turn it on, and then you get something dark, and it projects an image of something that's in the book. So that was every Thomas home video that I have, as well as an update of all of my Thomas merchandise from the last 2 years. I don't have an ending. That's about it. See ya.